Education is for everyone. But this situation, the right for quality and accessible learning is further being challenged. As the crisis worsens, we must strengthen our fight for our dreams. To fight for a better future, today is far from what we expected. Learning from home is kind of weary. But learning should never stop. Basta Lanise, abante! Advancing basic education. Building active partnership. Adapting to change and challenges. Nurturing learning community. Target-oriented. And enabling and empowering. Kay basta Lanise, abante! A pleasant morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the moving up ceremony of the kindergarten learners of Lanise Elementary School with the theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. The virtual program shall now commence. In lieu of the processional, we begin with a montage of images of our completers for school year 2020-2021 together with the faculty, staff, and DepEd officials. Ladies and gentlemen, our kindergarten completers. The GPTA officers headed by the GPTA President Maricel Cuminguez. The kinder teacher. The grade 1 teachers. The grade 2 teachers. The grade 3 teachers. The grade 4 teachers. The grade 5 teachers. The grade 6 teachers. Our school head, Mr. Jerome O. Salatan. Our district in charge, Mr. Edwin V. Amparo. Our assistant schools division superintendent, Dr. Nympha R. Lago, CESO 6. Our schools division superintendent, Dr. Jonathan S. De La Peña, CESO 5. Let us invoke the presence of the Lord through an opening prayer. This will be followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, the regional hymn, Misamis Oriental March, and our school hymn.
Migimu tolangi sikoy Mahal na mong natawan, mauswagon masidlak kung malipayon, pagpano sa katahon. Magpabiling taning kasing-kasing, ang kabanaan o kamalipayon, di sa kanunay gugmaang magpaibabaw, ang kahon sa'yo kanina. Mabuhay ang iyang Mindanao, buta na among natawan, bisag usab man kaliwa, kami na minahalan. Sa buhat o katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan, magpabiling na magkahirusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Mabuhay ang iyang Mindanao, buta na among natawan, bisag-usab man kaliwa, kami na minahalay. Sa buhat o katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan, magpabiling na magkahirusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Magpabiling na magkahirusa, kadahugan sa tanan.
The school principal, Mr. Jerome O. Salatan, will now formally open the moving up ceremony of Lanise Elementary School.
To our school's division superintendent, Dr. Jonathan S. De La Peña, CESO 5, and the assistant schools division superintendent, Dr. Nympha R. Lago, CESO 6, the members of the faculty and staff, GPTA president and officers, parents, the guest speaker, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning to all of us. The completion ceremony of the kindergarten learners of Lanise Elementary School is hereby declared in session. In behalf of the administration, faculty and staff, and students of Lanise Elementary School, we welcome you all and we would like to extend our felicitations and congratulations to our proud parents on their children's completion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jerome O. Salatan. At this point, we shall now hear the message of our school's division superintendent, Dr. Jonathan S. De La Peña, CESO 5, and DepEd Secretary, Leonor M. Briones.
If you don't go after what you want, you will never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't step forward, you are always in the same place. Your graduation today is a milestone that marks how far you have traveled and what significant change have you made in your life. It is an important milestone as it signifies the acquisition of necessary competence, character, and credentials which allow you to confidently move to the next phase of your educational journey. I take pride in your achievement, which has become even more meaningful as the final stretch of your journey has been arduous. Each of you now exemplifies endurance and flexibility, which have long been considered as unique Filipino character. Both folkloric and historical, the Filipino is likened to a bamboo that bends with the wind and can survive a storm. More than resilience, we have strengthened our bayanihan spirit. I commend the school officials, teachers, and personnel for making everything possible, from writing and printing modules to ensuring that new modalities work for our learners. I also express my appreciation to the parents for playing unprecedented roles, especially when we transition to modular learning in the learners' learning spaces at home. Their participation to educating our children has been remarkable. I also express my gratitude to our government officials and stakeholders for providing us resources that we needed and for giving us hope and encouragement to continue doing our job. To our young graduates, you will be written in the history, for you emerged from unique circumstances. Step forward with pride and confidence. Pride for completing and hurdling a specific level of education, and confidence for the assurance that you have become 21st century learners who are competent, resilient, and independent. Warmest congratulations on your achievement.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically. where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning, and you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
The school principal, Mr. Jerome O. Salatan, will now present the kindergarten completers.
To our school's division superintendent, Dr. Jonathan S. De La Peña, CESO 5, here represented by our public schools district in charge, Mr. Edwin V. Amparo of the Claveria Central District. Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for completion in the kindergarten of Lanise Elementary School for the school year 2020-2021, of whom are 33 males and 21 females a total of 54 candidates for completion. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum, Kindergarten, and that of the Department of Education. May I now request, sir, for your confirmation of their completion.
By the authority vested in me as the authorized representative of Jonathan S. De La Peña, Schools Division Superintendent, Division of Misamis Oriental, and having been presented by Mr. Jerome O. Salatan, the school principal of Lanise Elementary School, I therefore certify that these 33 boys and 21 girls, a total of 54 candidates for completion, have satisfactorily completed the basic requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the interim guidelines of basic education curriculum of K-12 program, and now confirm you kinder completers of school year 2020-2021. Congratulations.
The distribution of certificates of completion shall now follow. Ladies and gentlemen, the kindergarten completers of Lanise Elementary School. Alas Ryan R. Amilaw Jomar Jr. C. Anduhan Gabriel L. Anor Royan J. Boris Kent J. B. Bringel Dredin D. Camigan Raymark L. Cloma Stephen John E. Coro Archie Ann. Dunuan James A. Emboscada John Ray M. Fortuna Jose Matthew M. Gagnan Angelo C. Gagnan Jasper C. Gales Lawrence S. Guru John Walter M. Hanawon Paul James B. Hanawon Paul John B. Haglawan Christian J. Q. Lage Kent Ivan D. Lumandong Tommy S. Lumayaw J. Mark Lawrence. Lumindas John Mark A. Makabuak Steve Clark A. Madera Fricks Liam C. Nabwa Ramir S. Nguho, Clark Lincoln R. Nuyana, John Neil T. Uyanon, Roji Ivan C. Peligro, Ralph John M. Sumilia, Clint Ivan S. Sumilia, Roel Jr. A. Timkang, Jonel Zian Riore. Beronilia Katniss C. Boyles, Sherilyn. Butron, Cynthia May O. Kabusog, Janine S. Cadenas, Flames Kyla T. Depalio, Shaina E. Galarion, Denise Mori Francis M. Lagang, Junice Z. Macarayo, Fiona Rain N. Nalagon, Althea G. Nguho, Mary Rose O. Olape, Althea May T. Ombay, Keziah May S. Panhay, Chris Ann G. Ranan Gina Grace. Sulilawan, Marife B. Sulilawan, Sofia Dion T. Sumilia, Jonabel A. Sumilia, Marilyn A. Tabarno, Jazel S. And Teofilo Maria Joy K. Mrs. Maricel Cominguez, GPTA President, will now formally close this ceremony.
To our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Jonathan Is de la Peña, CISO 5, and the Assistant School Division Superintendent, Dr. Nemfa Arlago, the GPT officers, the guest speaker, the different department heads, the faculty and staff, and to the candidates for graduation. Parents, ladies and gentlemen, the moving up ceremony of kindergarten learners of Lanise Elementary School is hereby formally closed.
That concludes the virtual moving up ceremony of the kindergarten learners of Lanise Elementary School. Thank you for joining us in celebrating this momentous occasion. Congratulations, parents, teachers and staff. Congratulations, kindergarten completers! Mabuhay ang DepEd!